What's going on, YouTube fam? This your boy Tony 2Times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to smash that like button. Definitely watch the video to the end to hear the full story. Let's get right into it. Sometimes in life, things get complicated, leaving a person feeling like the world is passing them by, or they deserve more than what they are working for or what is given to them. The easiest thing for some people to do is either hit an easy target to rob, hustle, or simply do whatever it takes to get a quick dollar. That seems like a quick fix to any money problems, but it's consequences to all of our actions. It took me a long time to understand that, and also, no good deed goes unpunished. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we will take it to East Baton Rouge Parish to discuss a case of 3 men that decided to make a move on a lick that went wrong, leaving a 73-year-old woman gone. According to sources, Frances Schutz and her husband Art Schutz ran a hay baling business where they would hire temp workers or day laborers whenever they needed help. Allegedly, Art would eventually hire, at the time, 26-year-old Adrian Curtis. Adrian's job on the farm was simple: help with the horses on the property and the hay. It all seemed to be working out for all parties involved. Then things got crazy when allegedly one night Adrian approached Miss Frances and she wrote down his name on a notepad, thinking he had some work to complete at the home. Somewhere in the mix, Art attended a funeral of his friend, leaving his wife home alone for the day. Plotting on a quick, easy lick, Adrian got his brother, Cortland Curtis, and friend, Donovan Brown, to drive to the family's home, with Frances there by herself. According to sources, once at the home, Adrian later stated his brother used his shoulder to force his way through the home's front storm door, grabbed Frances, and pulled her in the living room. After getting Frances under control, the 3 looked through the home for valuables, taking jewelry and 2 blickies. After, the men decided to silence the witness, and unfortunately, Frances was hit multiple times with her husband's own blicky and left gone on the scene. Once Art got home, he found his wife and called police. Authorities arrived at the scene as Art disclosed his wife of 54 years was gone and he didn't know what happened. But as authorities looked around, they saw signs of a struggle and broken doors at the home, but also the notepad that Miss Frances had wrote earlier with Adrian's name and phone number. Police called the same number and spoke to Adrian. Upon investigation, Adrian allegedly confessed to the plan, said his brother drove him there and broke down the door and was also the shooter. Mr. Art had words for Adrian, saying, "All we done for you and giving you a job, a chance, and money. How could you do this to me?" The crime shook up the community and was all over headlines as 3 Ethel men hits a 73-year-old woman. Due to cooperation and other factors, the 3 would be tried separately. As the trial started, they realized the relationship of Adrian and the family. The young man was paid in cash and a good worker with respect, who they often called. Prosecutors alleged they found Adrian's DNA at the scene. Also, they found gasoline, duct tape, and other items that they alleged the 3 picked up at a dollar store in East Valencia Parish the day of the hit. Adrian would admit to everything, and charges dropped from 1st degree to robbery and manslaughter. He ducked the life sentence but still received 45 years in prison. As for the brother and other co-defendant, they continue to push their cases back, but are still facing charges that carry life in prison. It seems to me Adrian was trying to work and keep a couple dollars going, but maybe he got greedy and saw what the couple had and the opportunity for an easy lick. Or maybe his brother and homie convinced him it would be just some fast money and no one would get hurt. Either way, Adrian threw his life away for 2 blickies, a ring, and a few dollars. More of this story is simple. Be patient. Don't always look for the easy move. Life is a chess game. If Adrian would have stayed down with the family and stayed in good graces, ain't no telling what could happen and what kind of connections he could have made. They probably was plugged into that time. But instead, he got talked into throwing his whole life away. So remember, we gotta succeed, not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Man, crazy story, you feel me? Messed up situation all around the board. So yeah, Adrian, you know, he was, you know what I mean, he was hired by the older gentleman, by Art, you know, to help around his farm. They was in their 70s, so these 70-something-year-old people, you feel me, they still got a business to run, you know, so they probably needed help. He probably can't lift like he need to. He probably can't do certain things like he could when he was young. So he decided to hire some people. And sometimes, man, that'd be a blessing because you getting paid under the table, you getting cash. And I know sometimes people look at it like, man, that ain't about nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, that ain't nothing. I'm just a help or whatever. But in certain opportunities, you feel me, it's better than being just on the streets with nothing, trying to figure out what your next dollar gonna come from. But some people look at it as an opportunity. And I don't know if that's what happened with Adrian. I don't know if he was looking at the situation, looking at what the family had, and he decided to make the move. But as police was talking to him, it seemed like he let his brother and his homie talk him into it. Because once they got in the home, you feel me, he ain't know it was gonna go down like that. He ain't know that she was gonna lose her life, you know, and he had some kind of love for the people because he said he ain't interact and what his brother had going on once they got in the house. He said once they tied her up and all that, he just got the stuff and he was ready to go. But allegedly they trying to say his brother let out the shots, which I'm not sure if his brother and his homie got their time yet. I think they keep pushing their case back or pushing their trial back because Adrian already copped out. You feel me? He already got 45 years and he copped out and he gave up some information. So they dropped his charges from first degree to second degree because y'all know in Louisiana, they still got, you know, the death penalty and all that. So they avoided the death penalty. I think all three of them did by getting tried separately. And plus they trying to save Art, you feel me? The older man, the husband, they trying to save him not to have to go to trial and witness everything they got to say about his wife because he already up in age. They feel like that might take him out the game. But yeah, man, it's a crazy situation. Crazy story, you feel me? I don't feel like Adrian was a bad shorty. I just feel like he got caught up in the situation. I think this was his older brother. This was his homie. And when you caught up in at a law and you looking at just an easy fix, you ain't looking at the long run. Sometimes you put yourself in stupid situations. And when you put yourself in a situation like this, it ain't no turning back, ain't no going back. And then the lady had his name wrote right there with the phone number. That's crazy. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Be sure to tap that like button. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. It's your boy Tony 2 Times. Love, fam. I'm out.